The wise man poops on company time. The foolish man waits until his break. Crazy how they knew this like thousands of years ago too. People are still learning this lesson, like come on. When you're halfway through a game of Monopoly and someone insists on reading the rule book. Always love figuring out rules to a board game like halfway through. We were playing the whole game with the rules like this. Now you want to read the rule book and it says it's like this. We better finish it like this. We started like this. Can't change the rules like that in the middle of the game. But no, this is like the beginning of like the end of a friendship. You could just see it in their eyes. That one person in the group chat that reads everything but never replies. Haha, me. You guys want to hang out all this week? Everyone's saying yes. I'm just chilling. Gotta figure out who's going, who's not going. Gotta figure out the vibe. I don't know. I don't want to commit to an answer. Look what I invented. That's the best thing since ripped up bread versus sliced bread. Such a simple concept. So like back in the day, they just would take a whole loaf of bread and just like shove it in their mouth. Like no one ever thought of like taking a sword or a blade that's been around for thousands of years and just like cutting it? When did sliced bread begin? 1928? It took us till 1928 to figure this out. Man, we is stupid. There was also an advertisement that touted it as the greatest forward step in the baking industry since bread was wrapped. Where did we go wrong? Trying to get the bartender's attention when you're not hot. Please, sire, my thirst must be quenched. That's why you gotta do that, or just like reach across the bar and like grab him by the shoulder. This one goes out to all my dudes. It's Wednesday. I love how frogs will now forever be associated with this day of the week. What else is the purpose of frogs? Well, I mean, besides being affected by the chemicals in the water. Hey, it's me, Pandora. Welcome to my new unboxing video. Man, Pandora would kill it on YouTube. Unbox Therapy couldn't even keep up with this. Cracking open a boy with the cold ones. What is this tactic that was going on right here? I've never seen this in any cage fighting. Knee to the lower back, and then you chomp down on the neck? Is it a vampire? Teacher, don't draw on the desks. Kids in the back. Literally becomes Leonardo da Vinci, Picasso. You think all the famous artists from the Renaissance sat in the front of the class? Obviously not. They needed to practice on a nice canvas. And to think they were doing it all the while sitting next to the loud hot Cheeto girl sitting right next to him. Imagining Michelangelo standing on a block of marble and saying, time to make content. Me literally waking up every day to make my 10-minute YouTube videos. Time to make a work of art. When I die, I'm hoping there's gonna be a museum and like these really fancy art people will be going and like interpreting every single one of them. What did he mean by this though? Me, okay, I've got a whole weekend to catch up on all my work and chores. Me, literally all weekend. This will never stop happening. Like, it doesn't matter how old you get, this will always be you. I actually feel like it gets even worse. This cartoon from the 19th century is more relevant than ever. We've got this guy being crushed between low wages and high rent. Wait a second, this is all a little too familiar. Have they been trying to do this forever to us? This was the goal from the very beginning. Me taking my 4th self-care day in a row knowing I'm just lazy. Again, same sort of philosophy. It's therapeutic. I call it my meditation days. I just sit here and stink because I don't take showers either. Being 28 years old in 2019, I'm not ready for a relationship. 1819, I have 14 kids. 1000 BC. It was a good life. Thrice I had berries and once a pair. Now it's time to die in this 6-month siege battle. Fun times, man. I was born in the wrong generation. I'm just a po' boy. Nobody loves me. He's just a po' boy from... Oh, no. No. I don't want to ever read anything like that for the rest of my life. Don't torture me like that. When you're the last person at a party and the couple is waiting for you to leave. Me out here just playing my flute. So do you guys play Among Us? When you tell your friend to look at the person behind them, but don't make it obvious. Literally does the Matrix move. Dude, that is still me to this day. Like, they'll tell me this and I'll be like, where? You gotta start the phrase off with, don't make it obvious, but blank. You can't tell me it and then say, but don't make it obvious. It's too late, my neck's already turning. Me whenever someone says something slightly nice to me. Unusually repulsive cat, startled by a gesture of affection. How beautiful. Now it's time to map out all the 600,000 timelines I'll be able to get with this person. Just need one to come true. Trying to get that GF for the first time. Me barks at my dog. My dog, hearing me make several grammatical errors in just one bark. Doggo is not amused. You know, you would think they would teach us this in public school. A lot of people have dog. Like, this is probably the most common language. The US should make it mandatory as second language to learn. Cat would be third, just because, you know, cats can be repulsive. Every picture and portrait of John C. Calhoun looks like John C. Calhoun just saw John C. Calhoun in the mirror for the first time. What the hell? Who's this ugly guy right here? Oh man, I've really let myself go. He actually doesn't even look bad. Look at his hairstyle though. I wish I could rock something like that. You might not believe it, but this picture was part of the Medical Nurse's Guide release in 1901, How to Fix a Patient Who Has Panic Fear of Injection. I've now just come to realize I also have a panic fear of injection. I'm gonna need to be put into this position immediately, preferably with a lady that looks like this. My roommate returning with toilet paper from the store. Me and my other roommates desperately needing to use the bathroom. Oh my god, Rob down the hall, he didn't make it. There's poop everywhere. So, Tommy, do you understand why you're here? I scratched your car with my skateboard. Exactly. I'm sentencing you to 25 years in jail. Ah, the good old days before the snowflake justice system came into play. You dent my car, and I'm gonna dent your life. Just be happy it wasn't worse, kid. When the autocorrect hits you with the holy shot. I mean, I heard he was passing out wine, but shots too? Let's go. Oh my, those berries I ate are kicking in. And let me guess, you had one too many. You didn't feel the first one, so you ate a second one, and then you popped the third one in. New mistake, clearly, from this tiger. Oh, he was the one that got the berries. This is now what he sees forever. Aw, I'm so proud of you, Jimmy. You're ready to leave school and enter the workforce, and you're only 7. Have fun in the coal mines. Remember, it's okay to lose a limb or two. You'll still be fine. What is his mother thinking, sending him into the coal mines dressed like this? It's all gonna be ruined. Later on, James told his friends what he had seen, but they refused to believe that he had seen something so explicit. Mother of God. Bro, you guys are never gonna believe this. I saw a full ankle today. Man, this fool capping. This is just a meme, but like, has anyone ever thought like during this time period, this probably would be like a crazy day for you? I mean, it's just not common. Like, you just don't see a whole lot back in those days. This might literally go down in this man's head as like one of the greatest days of his life. When you're writing an essay, but you've been stuck on the same line for the past 5 hours. I can already tell what this essay's looking like. She's got a big old strong one word there, and of course, that word is the. It sounds like a SpongeBob episode. And then the prince stabbed the giant in the balls and tore his. Hey, are you even listening to me? These kids are too busy staring at the Victorian era sleep paralysis demon in the closet there. Probably does not help that this girl's reading some creepy stories. They're gonna be scarred for life. Nobody wants to date me. I want to date you. Go away. Same thing since 1655. Shit ain't changed. When you run for 10 seconds. Oh, that's good to see that people also bleed from the stomach when they start to run. The stomach and arms, just the whole like frontal upper body. I just begin to like leak a little bit. One day, son, you'll get married, have a bunch of kids, and become just as depressed as I am. Okay, this is not even funny. This is like way too deep. Can I just make one video that doesn't send me into like an existential crisis? When you're very hammered and remember something really important, knowing that you'll forget it by the time you... Yeah, that's why you gotta write it down. You gotta like tattoo it on your body or like tell somebody else, but they'll probably forget it too. Don't forget, switching to your sidearm is always quicker than reloading. Ah, you sly devil. No one would know better than you, huh? You are quite the man for that. Will you go out with me? Nah, I have a good heart. I don't need a transplant. Yeah, bruh, and are you even my blood type? You ever think of that? I'm Abby normal. Pretty sure we're not gonna line up. On a scale of medieval dragon, how are you feeling today? Screw zodiac signs. Which one do you identify as? For me personally, I'm always feeling a light 4, sometimes switching it up to a 3, just depending on the day. I know a whole lot of 2s and 5s, but if you're an 8, never talk to me. We're not compatible. Okay, children, now stay still for the next 18 hours while mommy paints you. And if you move, you won't be given any bread for the next 6 days. They probably didn't eat anything else but bread. I don't know if they could afford like a painting like this. Maybe they could. How much did it cost to hire an artist to do like a family portrait? That must have been expensive. 18-hour job plus like what, $15 minimum wage back then? Total BS that when Sleeping Beauty spends all day in bed, she's a beautiful princess, but when I do it, I'm clinically depressed. Yeah, Sarah, but I don't think Sleeping Beauty used crystals or tarot cards to dictate her personality. This is why you gotta see a therapist. What's your name? Peter, without an F. But there's no F in Peter. That's what I said. You got it right, buddy. Always remember, there is no F. My name is Drew, without the Q. When everyone is lit, except you. All your homies just having a blast. Wait a second, there looks like there's 2. There's 2 people that are not lit. Actually, this is who you're supposed to be. This is clearly the Queen of England. Queen Elizabeth still living her life. Man, she must be like 300 years old. He's still your king, whether you voted for him or not. Stop protesting and deal with it, snowflake. Aw, man, those redcoats and their snowflake slogans. They knew how to get us Americans going back then. That's pretty much what set off the Revolutionary War. 18th century artists were already making tasteless "a dingo took my baby" jokes before it was popular. How dare you? Someone find this person's address. Let's leak it. This person's clearly a danger to society. We have to cancel them. Me in the middle of my shift at work, daydreaming about going home and falling asleep. I love when you daydream about sleep. That's how you know things are getting kind of crazy in your life. When grandma gives you a new outfit and your mother makes you wear it for the next family gathering. So adorable. Thanks, grandma. I love it. Yeah, I'll wear it to school tomorrow, I guess, if I want to destroy my entire social circle. Choke me, yeah, no, that's for peasants. But restrict my airflow, father. Now we're talking fancy. I shall provide you with this request. Wife discovers browser history, an unknown artist in 1586. Oh no, he didn't know about incognito mode back then. Bro, always use incognito mode. Or set up different profiles on your PC. Don't let everyone use your Windows. Me, after the cashier at McDonald's forgets my fries. I'd rather them forget it and it be warm though. It's more when like the line took so long that my fries are cold. That's when I'm gonna choke you out in this river. This is a painting of your wife after we'd finished. Oh, I had no idea what I was asking for. I guess I should have known after you met up for like the 9th time. This guy's so lucky. Like, I wish my wife's boyfriend was an artist. You poor thing. Don't bring my financial status into this. I'm sorry, it's an important factor. You can't be expecting anything else but the dollar menu out here. I ain't gonna get you this New York steak unless you pay for it. When you've been home for hours, you look at the top of your screen and see 4G instead of the Wi-Fi icon. When will this problem go away? This doesn't seem like a hard thing to like just have not happen, but then I'm sure like phone companies just love it. They just want to keep this going on. When you have an assignment due tomorrow and you pray while also offering your soul to the devil at the very same time. I don't know who out there listening, but I gotta get this thing done. Whatever side's gonna help me finish this stupid volcano project. I don't understand how baking soda works. Peasants don't know the pressure of having to look fashionable. Being rich is a burden. We are the 1%. You don't even need like the words here at all. Like you just look at these people and just be like, wow, I don't really like them. Something tells me they're not the greatest bunch to be hanging around. When someone falls asleep while I'm showing them my favorite 9-hour movie trilogy. You disgusting wench. How dare you fall asleep during the Two Towers? We're only halfway through. Is there any other 9-hour movie trilogy out there? Also, how pathetic not even watching the extended scenes to bring it up to 11-hour movie trilogy. That couple who shares a joint Facebook account, they literally always look like this too. It's a spitting image of them. We all know them out there. There's like a bunch of clones of these relationships. That moment when you're about to join the revolution and you realize you'd promised to take kids to the park. God dang it. I was hoping to chop off some heads today, but now I gotta take Billy to the grass outside. All right, you got 10 minutes to play out there, but I'm chopping off someone's head. Take any longer and you're gonna be the chosen one. Me trying to lecture people or provide advice when my life is a mess and I'm dead inside. No, see, all you gotta do is... I still think that even the fly on the wall person, even if the fly has severe mental issues, can provide good advice to other people. We all have those days feeling like a violin playing lion haunted by uncertainty. Clearly, this is a vibe. This is an aesthetic. I think every human could probably relate to this. That's probably why this is such like amazing art. When life hits you hard, but you expected it. Well, what can I say? I knew it wasn't gonna be a walk in the park. How many people like went into battle like knowing like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna make this? Well, I guess I'll go then. I'd love to go back in time and blow people's minds with my incredible knowledge, but how do you make this electricity? I don't know. We're gonna have these things called iPhones, guys. It's gonna be great. What's an iPhone? It's like a little computer. But it also is like you can call people. What's a computer? It's like a square thing. It gives you data. What's data? Information that makes you smarter. Oh, that actually makes sense. I was gonna keep going, but I think they'd understand that. The men I please is none of your business. I would like to ask you about the menu, please. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, this is not gonna be good for you, man. We've got some sort of doctor class going on from back in the day, but clearly this guy went to the wrong class. It's geography, all right, just geography of the human body. It's human-rography. Does that make any sense? It's human geography? Human... Graphy. Geo is Earth, the study of humans. It's the same thing. When you want a day off for a national sporting event, but the head of the company says they expect you in at 9 a.m. What is it? Is this supposed to be like them at the sporting event? What even was this image meant to be? Why don't these people have faces? This guy looks horrifying. I don't even know where to begin with this whole thing. When someone starts an argument with me about something I know a lot about, I research this topic 7 hours every single day. Don't you dare come at me talking about bionicles. When you see someone you despise in public, I too also whip out my giant key just in case they try anything. Imagine getting knocked out by a giant key. How embarrassing. Don't try anything. You stay away. Now, you're an Xbox. We finally figured out the first Xbox. Looks like it was definitely centuries years old. Oh man, just wait till you see the red ring of death. That's not gonna be a good sight. Everyone's gonna be traumatized. The moment when you realize every decision you ever made was a mistake. I have literally only made bad decisions ever. Clearly becoming like a drummer boy in this setting probably wasn't one of the best you've made, that's for sure. I doubt this is gonna go very well, but have fun with that. Painter, do you want to put down the burrito while I paint your portrait? Me. Absolutely not. Gonna hold this thing for 24 hours. This is actually incredible. Imagine like not taking a bite of your burrito for 24 hours. That makes this even more interesting and special. What a genius. When your friends mess with you and tell the servers at TGI Fridays that it's your birthday when it isn't. Okay, these people are no longer allowed to be my friends anymore. I'm tired of eating these severed heads. I can't do it anymore, TGI Fridays. I've just had one too many in my life and I'm sick of it.
And big thanks to the July patrons. Abolish Wyoming 2021. Drew's Argentinian Grandpa. AryanAfterHours. I'm about a nut. Lolo. Yo. LuxembourgLover. Mine Brothers 99X2. Drew. Patrick C. Popcorn 2008. Stormtrooper 501. Zeffi. Manny. Kaylee K. EpiNick. Full Elijah Senpai. Alfonso M6. Aaron F. Dalton D.